All right, let's get back after it. During the intermission, I went ahead and had Dr. Ada there cure me of my addictions and stuff. It's pretty funny, too. When I mentioned drugs, she was like, "Shh, we can't talk about that here." And I'm like, no, I'm not looking for a hookup. I'm looking to get cured. And she was like, oh, okay. Well, the shakes will pass in a few weeks, and if the world starts spinning too much, just hold on to something real still. I was like, oh, appreciate it, man. All right, so now we got that out of the way. Let's get over here, and I want to grab all of this weapon repair kit stuff, which includes duct tape, scrap electronics, wonder glue, wrenches, scrap metal. Yes, any of those, I will take any and all of that, most definitely. And conveniently, a lot of that kind of stuff is just sitting right here on these shelves. Got to make sure that we remain hidden status. Apparently somebody's watching us from a distance. Now I've noticed the two rare things, or the more rare things, are duct tape and especially the scrap electronics. It seems like scrap metal and wonder glue and even wrenches are just about everywhere if you look for them, but scrap electronics are a little more rare. So I definitely grab those whenever I get a chance. And these weapon repair kits aren't really to repair weapons. I mean, they are, but more for the sake of selling them than they are in actually keeping my weapons in good condition, so to speak. I didn't mean to pick that up. That's just dead weight. For right now it is, anyway. But if you can take a gun worth 100 caps and use a couple weapon repair kits on it, next thing you know it's worth 3,000 or 4,000 caps, or even more depending on your repair skill. That plays a big part in it. That's worth quite a bit of money, just considering it's just a few pieces of scrap that is essentially worth what, 1,000 caps. I know I can make more than that. Let me see what Edie's holding and make some more of those and all that stuff. Okay, get back in his inventory, switch stuff out, let him carry what I'm not using, blah blah blah. All right, so got a few more of those under my belt. I think I got a grand total of about 12 or 13 now, something like that.
Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit if it ain't my old friend from Good Springs. Don't rightly know. I just got the notion to make my way to New Vegas. Reckon I'll find out when I
think
get
he's
there.
kind of programmed to watch out for us, kind of.
NoVac? Nice enough place, I suppose, but between you and me, when I roll into town, my skin started to itch. Watch yourself. Likewise, friend, likewise. Is there anything old Vic can do you for? Well, this ain't New Vegas, but I reckon you can find what you need here. Try the office out front. No, don't believe I did. But you might ask around. The NoVac folk usually see anyone traveling this way. Be seeing you.
I could probably rent a room, but I'm going to wait till I can actually get this room as my permanent house. Now, that's good advice from Vic, is to go ahead and start in here, because talking to her kind of gets the ball rolling on several things.
Well, welcome to you. You look tired from the road. Why don't you relax a spell? Let this fine town take care of you.
Fake bitch.
Oh, what am I doing? I got to thinking about making a good impression and plain forgot to tell you my name. I'm Jeannie May. I take care of folks here at the motel, long as they aren't troublemakers. We're in a little desert oasis, name of NoVac. This is the Dino Delight Motel, and it's mine. Well, there's Dinky, the town mascot. He's a sight. You probably already saw him when you came in, but you can go up inside, too. Up the road a ways to the west, there's Repcon. That's the old rocket factory. There's been some sinister characters out there lately, so you may want to stay clear. Other than that, nothing to do but take it easy and enjoy good company.
Yourself included, bitch.
Well, up north a ways, you'll see a big tower. That's Helios 1. Used to be a power plant in its day. And there's a town just east of here called Nelson. Used to be such a quaint little place until those slavers took it over. But we got our wonderful snipers keeping an eye in that direction, and so far, the slavers have left us alone. I just know what I've heard. There's supposed to be some ghouls that went in a while back. Ever so often, there'll be a commotion from that direction, explosions and such. Watch out for strangers.
I need my discount.
I hope you're finding everything to your liking. Go see Cliff Briscoe at the Dino Bite gift shop and tell him I sent you. I think he gets lonely standing around in that dino belly all day. He'll be glad for the company. Well, he might have been wearing a fancy outfit, but he wasn't any kind of gentleman to me. Had his nose stuck so high in the air you couldn't see it above the clouds. City folk. They always think they deserve better than what they got. Those hoodlums he was with seem to know Manny for some reason. He's our daytime sniper, up in the dinosaur's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see. Dusty McBride's been losing some Brahmin, but that's probably the heat more than anything. Honestly, it's been real quiet. Ranger Andy's still hurt, but we got these two gentlemen snipers watching the road day and night, keeping the trash out of NoVac.
You're still here,
They've
bitch.
been a blessing.
Ninja, how can you say that?
Watch
She's
out
such a
for
sweet old lady. Yeah, she's just a desert flower, huh? Yeah, real Southern belle. So sweet to make your toothache. Yeah, okay. Well, she's a crap bucket. Absolute piece of shit. I hate that. You'll see. You'll see. I do not say that lightly. This bill of sale, if you read it, it will say that one Miss Jeannie May Crawford, namely that piece of crap right there in the dirty dress, not only sold Boone's wife, but also her unborn child, knowingly, into slavery. Okay? Selling kids in slavery? Okay, I don't care. Not even evil pieces of crap do all that. So, tell you what. She gets nothing from me. Well, yes, she does get something from me later, actually. But, that's for another time. For right now, we needed her to get that quest stuff started, and we needed her dialogue so that we can get our discount from Cliff up there in the Dino Bite gift shop. All right. Now, if you want to get this DC Journal of Medicine for the 3 medicine points, when he gets up, get right on it and wait till as soon as it says hidden, go ahead and grab that. Otherwise, he's going to be watching you the rest of the time you're in his house. And anytime you come back, most of the time he'll already be up and he'll just be have an eye on you. You know, it's kind of hard to get hidden again unless you waste a stealth boy. So, anyway. Well, that was lucky. We got a star bottle cap off just one of those, huh? I'll take that. All right. Get a little more weight out of our inventory and talk to this guy real quick.
We haven't met yet. You must be new in town. I'm Andy.
All right. I don't know if this is necessary dialogue order, but I know it works.
Was with them. That was back when my arm and leg used to work better. I still like to pretend I'm a ranger, though. I'll check in with the guys up at the station pretty regular on the ham radio. Sometimes they stop by, tell me they're paying their respects, the smug bastards. They haven't been responding to me last couple days. I guess they got tired of hearing me talk, but it still got me a little worried. Hell, listen to me talk, like some damn mother hen. No. They're gonna think I'm having trouble letting go. They're good soldiers. I don't give them enough credit.
Mother hen.
They're the NCR's finest. A one-man platoon, each of them. You got a job where even thinking about it would scare a man senseless? That's when you bring in the Rangers. And if you see a squad of veterans, guys who are in their black armor, well, you won't find a more beautiful sight. Yeah, twice. Actually, the first time it was more like half my body. Knocked me out of the Rangers. This time, it's mostly just reminded me how useless I've gotten. A few years back, we get a tip that some Legion slavers were holed up in this burnt-out house a few clicks from where we were stationed. We get there and it's deserted. No sign anyone's been there. I mean, nothing. As we're leaving, I hear something behind me. I turn around and there's this kid, just skin and bone, and he's looking up at us and he's scared half to death. Been hiding in a closet. I go to grab him out of there and I notice he's holding something in his hand. Something metal. He shuts himself back in the closet and that's when I see the grenade he's left by my feet. They do it a lot, the Legion, using kids. They know we'll hesitate.
Real class acts, aren't
Anyway, that was the first time. Second time, I fell down those stairs in front of the motel, just in case I got to thinking I'd put it all behind me.
they? All right. Now this is a trick.
Huh. People don't exactly line up to find out what's in my head. Can't remember the last time someone suggested I knew something worth knowing. You know, maybe there's something I can do for you. Since you've gone to all the trouble of flattering a crippled old soldier, there's a move we have in the Rangers for knocking an opponent off his feet. Saved my butt a bunch of times, maybe it will for you too. Let me show you how it's done.
Yeah, I have been unable to get that dialogue option before, so like I say, I don't know if that's like just a mandatory order that you need to talk to him in, but I know it works. So
You'll get the hang of that takedown. I had trouble learning it at first too. Right now, a whole lot of sitting on my keister and counting cracks in the ceiling. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. On better days, I help keep the peace. Boone and Vargas watch the road. I watch the town. Tell myself I'm doing some good. Hey, wait a sec. I know what I said, but if you find yourself by Ranger Station Charlie, let me know what you find. I'd be interested.
all right, and I also wanted that dialogue obviously before I left too. That's one reason I stopped at a Ranger Station Charlie on the way up here, was so that I can just fast travel back to it now and make it convenient. It'll also save me a step on the Camp Forlorn Hope stuff, where one of the radio operators there will want me to check in on all the radio operators at all the ranger stations. Well, that just takes Charlie out of it. It actually saves a step. We'll see. But anyway, I'll head back there shortly. Right now, I need to go talk to Manny, and I also want to get my discount on the way through. Grab some stuff and make some caps real quick. Here's where we're going to get one good chunk of caps, one good lump sum.
Welcome to the Dino Bite gift shop. My name's Cliff. If you're here for the T-Rex figurines, you're just in time.
There's a line outside, right?
Bless her. Seems like every traveler I get in here tells me the same thing. They see the sign and think, gift shop? That's just too good to be true. But Jeannie May always points them back in my direction. Well, a friend of Jeannie's is a friend of mine, and my friends get a discount at my store. Well, there's T-Rex figurines, of course. That's our bread and butter. We also have an assortment of the Retcon factory souvenirs, rockets, things of that nature.
Those will be important later.
They're scale replicas of the real thing. Very detailed. Got a liquid in them that makes them glow. From what I hear, Retcon used to give them out on tours of their HQ up in Henderson. But I guess they had to stop after the first few kids thought they were filled with Nuka-Cola and drank it down. The papers had a name for the condition and everything. They called it the Retcon shakes. Those were bad times for Robco. Well, they unloaded what they had left on the Dino Bite as a tax write-off, but that was before my time. Plenty of demand for them, seeing as how they're one-of-a-kind collector's items, but I might still have some in
I
mind.
bet you do.
Guns? Well, yeah, I guess I might have a few. Darn it, no one ever buys the T-Rexes. Sure thing.
All right, let's see if he has any mods. I know there's a challenge for modding a certain number of weapons. Actually, I think it's a trophy and achievement too. But all right, they're good to have. The GRA ones, I know that's DLC stuff. All right, and there's also some new things they added with that DLC. Not just the challenges where you go, I don't know, knock out Deathclaws with boxing tape and shoot super mutants with a certain kind of gun and stuff like that. But it's also new weapons like chainsaws, for example. If you want to run around like Michael Myers with a hockey mask on, you can do that. You know, it's pretty funny. But you'll notice GRA next to some of these mods that weren't available with the vanilla game. When I first got New Vegas, you didn't have a lot of these things. Some of the sights and silencers and other things like that. Now that gun, and that gun was actually what it's called. That gun down there at the bottom. That's free for us. We can steal that later, so I'm not going to bother to buy that now.
Fellow enthusiast, huh?
But I am actually going to want it. But here, everything I just spent with him, actually, I could have bought out his whole inventory as long as I had caps for it. I can get them all back right here. Okay, so I had 7,500 total caps there. Okay, It says the antipod is almost 4 grand. All right, so that's what he was able to match. Net total is only 1,100 though. I don't get that. But we'll see how much I have after a hand or two. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this hand out, and then I'll play another hand just to make sure I can max bet him. And then after that, I'm gonna leave him alone simply because he'll be almost out of caps, and I'm only gonna get to play like 5 total hands with this guy in the game. Period. Until I can't play him anymore. A lot similar to the girl who watches the bar at the Mojave Outpost. You can only play her like 5, maybe 6 times. I believe it's 5. And then that's it. So what I like to do is get all I can out of him in a hand or two here, and then save the few hands I can play with him for later when he has more caps. When he refreshes his stock, he'll also refresh his caps. And the higher level I am, the more caps he's going to have. So what I may want to do is go off, do Camp Forlorn Hope, and do all the other stuff I'm going to do on my way to New Vegas, and about the time I get to Vegas, go ahead and come back here, and by then I'll probably be, I don't know, anywhere from level 12 or 13 all the way up to 18 or 19, who knows. And he'll have a lot more caps available to spend and play caravan with. All right, so I can max bet him 1 good hand, maybe 2, and then I can come back and do it, again, until, he won't play me anymore.
Welcome back.
And you can buy all of his stuff first before you play the hand. All right, so let me go ahead and get what I can get. All right, so there was another 11,000 I had to bet. So what I have, 7,500 to almost 11,500. That was 4,000 caps in the first hand. I don't remember how much I made in that second one, but anyway, just to give you an idea. And so I'll come back, and at higher levels, he's liable to have 4, 5, 6,000 caps on him, something like that. Anyway, here's Manny. We can get this out of the way.
I'm Manny. I'm on security detail here. You see a rifle barrel sticking out of the dinosaur's mouth, you got a 50-50 shot it's me. Otherwise, it's Boone. You name it. Anything that comes within 1,000 yards that looks like trouble. Lately, we've been getting ghouls, coming from the road to Repcon out to the west. Quite a few last couple days. The big threat is the Legion coming from the east. If they decide to attack with a full force, they'll run us over. But so far, we've been lucky. Boone's a sniper, same as me. Used to spot for him when we were enlisted with the NCR. After we got out, I talked him into settling down here. So, here we are. I'd introduce you, but we're not so friendly right now. Oh, it was great. I wouldn't trade it. Something about that lifestyle, the discipline, seeing new places, making people safe. What's not to like? Well, I just felt like it was time, Wanted to have a home. Plus, I was up at Camp Golf when Bitter Springs went down. I faked like I was sick to get out of going because I knew some of the people there. But when everybody came back, nobody would tell me what happened, and people would call us murderers sometimes when we showed up to secure towns. I still don't know exactly. Just that a lot of people died who didn't want to be a part of the fighting at all. I don't blame anybody for it. There's so much chaos when you're fighting. You're lucky not to shoot your own guys. But it did take something out of it for me. Just wasn't the same. So when it came time to re-enlist, I just took my papers and walked. Me and his wife, we didn't see eye to eye on some things. We had some pretty big arguments. One day, she turns up missing, and he hasn't said a word to me since. Man, you name it. See, I grew up in North Vegas. Me and my cousins, we were some bad seeds. Got in with a gang, I loved it. Then something happened, and I couldn't handle it anymore. So, I enlisted, earned my future, brought down my best friend to share that future with me. And here was this woman, who was too good for it, trying to take him away. So yeah, I didn't see eye to eye with the bitch. Were they tough? I was in the cons, man. It doesn't get any badder.
The cons may be a gang, but they sound more like family to me.
Sure I know him. What do you want with him?
I don't think it matters what I answer here, necessarily.
Must be something pretty important to be chasing a guy like that. Well, listen, I can definitely help you find him, but I've got problems of my own. Maybe we can do a trade. You need my help. There's something I need too. NoVac, it's home for me now. I want that to be for good. I like it here, and I've left too many homes behind. But the only resource we got here is junk. Without that, people wouldn't have anything to trade. They'd all have to leave. We get most of it up the road from the old rocket test site, but a bunch of ghouls showed up one day and took it over. We can't get in there now. I would, but I've got to watch the road. Caesar's Legion has been taking territory just east of here. They took Nelson. If we let our guard down, they might attack. All it takes for the Legion is for them to...
We'll go take Nelson back.
Well, they gotta go, or this will be a ghost town before long. Doesn't matter to me what you do. As long as the ghouls are out of there...
If I wanted to skip this, I could go get the information that he's going to give me later off the computer in his room and just bypass this altogether. So if you're looking for a fast track through here, but I would skip RepCon for the world. That's where I'm going to make a crap ton of money off all those energy weapons that I'm going to fix up with all these weapon repair kits I've been collecting slowly as I go. Alright, now rather than go through all those loading screens, we can just fast travel out of here, straight back into town. It seems like a good cutoff point. Alright, and we will get to the rest of the quest and go meet Boone and stuff. Nighttime and all that. Loot the store, all that good stuff. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and we will pick up on this on the next one. If you want to catch up on the rest of this Let's Play so far, click the top box. If you want to check out all my video playlists, click the bottom box. If you want to support the Ninja Flips and subscribe, hit that button right over my head. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.